Alright guys, so today's Thanksgiving and I pretty much had decided to vlog it, and I'm finally back from like doing so many trips, flying around to so many different places. I literally just flew back from LA with my collab with Yucky literally like maybe a few days ago, so I'm finally settled down, everything's back into place, and I'm kind of starting to get my routine back in order in terms of just like pretty much living at my house, not having to travel to New York every other day, not having to like go on a plane somewhere every other day. All that stuff's like super stressful, so I'm finally back at home. I'm gonna start going back into a proper training routine. I'm gonna vlog it. I'm gonna show you guys all of that. And yeah, pretty much long story short, let me just take you through my day step by step. So right here we have breakfast, which is pretty much just 5 eggs, kiwis and some blueberries. I'm gonna have some Frosted Flakes cereal after that. And it's pretty late. It's 3:41. I woke up at 12 and I pretty much did a lot of cleaning around the house, just pretty much settling down. And I'm gonna eat this meal right here that I showed you guys. That's gonna be the only thing I eat before I go train. So let's finish this and move on. I want some shit in my cereal. Let's look at this. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Looks like some, oh, it's like a spinner top because like, it's like a pointed arrow thing, but yeah.
What are those overalls?
Fucking Kai green.
Here, kid. Going back to
Hold
the
up.
farm now.
I think that's Kai fucking green. Yeah, it's fucking Kai green. Alright, here we go. I have to show you. Stranger Things, right? That is Kai fucking green. Alright, so finished my breakfast, and I actually finish my meals nowadays because I actually started developing somewhat of an appetite. Fruits killed, cereal killed, and eggs are gone. And as I showed you guys earlier, I'm watching the show Stranger Things, and I don't feel like it's my place to give a recommendation on this because I'm probably late and most of you guys are probably watching it already. But if you're not, just another show to add to the list. Fantastic show. It's got that 80s nostalgia dialed down to a T. Just an overall like very, very well done show. And I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but this is a new MacBook right here. For the longest time I had the mid 2015 MacBook Pro with like the mid-range specs, and I completely fried that computer. Like just all the editing that I've done over like long periods of time, and I basically fried the CPU and it's just horrifically slow now. It crashes, it lags, and recently I decided, you know what, YOLO, I'm gonna go all out. So I bought the newest mid 2017, basically the newest MacBook Pro that's available with every single spec max like all the way to the top, including 2 terabytes of SSD storage. I was gonna go with 1 terabyte, then I was like, you know what, like I always got like SSDs hanging on my computer, it's just not worth it. So I just went all out, got the 2 terabytes of SSD, and honestly, I was a little scared that the computer wasn't going to be like that noticeably fast when it came to editing, because when it comes to browsing the web or like sending iMessages or any of that like simple stuff, you're honestly not going to notice any difference at all with massive ranges and like technical hardware specs. But when it comes to high intensive like work, for example, like video editing, that's when you notice it. And I got to tell you, I drastically noticed that I could actually edit things in real time. I could have my preview window be in 1080p rather than the lowest resolution possible. Like I could put on transitions, effects, things happen in real time. I don't have to sit there for 10 hours and wait for this thing to render. And when this thing does render, it happens like that. So very, very happy with that purchase. Ooh, and another thing, let me show you, I'm actually vlogging on it right now. I got this the other day. Just a quick little no big deal purchase. This is the Sony a6500, and the lens that's on here, I've already had it for a while. It's the Zeiss Batis 25mm f2, and the reason I got this, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I actually have the A7S Mark II right here. So technically you could look at it as a downgrade because of the smaller sensor and everything, but the autofocus on this camera is just very, very, very phenomenal, and the form factor, the size is just also really convenient, and I just like felt like getting a new camera. I just wanted it, so I got it. I like it. I'm satisfied with it. So got a new camera, got a new computer, new camera, so I got a bunch of new gadgets. So I'm excited to start pumping out videos like you guys are about to see. But yeah, enough rambling on that. I'm pretty much just gonna relax a little bit, maybe finish this episode, and in about 20 to 30 minutes I'm gonna head out. Oh, and another really cool thing that I forgot to mention about the new computer is that basically, long story short, it has a new processor inside that natively can handle H.265 footage, and for me, that's like, for most people, that's not really like a selling point and necessarily that like useful or cool. I mean, it does like preserve battery and just any general video streaming or watching or anything, but for me it's a huge plus because, as you guys know, I have the Phantom 4 Pro Plus, and that could record H.265, 100 megabit a second, 4K, and that's literally a day and night difference between H.265 and H.264, especially in like small little detailed areas like Moray and stuff. It doesn't have any of those issues, but I never use that because if I record an H.265, I have to get some like shitty Chinese converter program, convert it over, and like the 3 gigabyte file ends up being like 36 gigabytes and just a complete waste of space, and my computer doesn't even have that much real estate in terms of gigabytes to even allow that to happen. So it's just all around not worth it. But this new computer can handle H.265, so I'm gonna whip out the Phantom 4 Pro, maybe get a few shots of my drone of my mom's house with my drone and see how that goes with editing. I don't know, just geeking out over camera shit. But yeah, I really got to stop rambling and pretty much get ready to go. So let me pack. Alright, so all I've really been having for pre-workout lately is either like nothing at all, or just like caffeine or just a cup of coffee. I'm weaning away from like the harder stims, the harder pre-workouts, and for like a few different reasons. One is just because just when you're stimmed up all the time, you're kind of like catabolic because you're kind of in fight or flight mode more times than not. And when it comes to training, like building your physique, growing muscle, literally recovery is everything, because that's when you actually build new tissue when you recover. So I'm spending less time in that recovery stage, just being stimmed up all the time. And two, I actually started properly bulking yet, so I'm eating a lot of food, so I have plenty of energy, like pretty much just from eating so much more fast, just having more body fat. I'm stronger in the gym and I'm less reliant on external like stimulants, for example. So my video after this video, like the one you're watching right now, I'm planning on doing a Q&A. And actually I made an Instagram post maybe like a week or two ago announcing that I'm going to do a Q&A, and in those comments you can leave your questions down below. So if you guys haven't left a question yet, you can leave it there. I think it's over like 2,000 questions by now, and I spent like a while reading through them. I copied them, I put them in my notepad so I could read. And I just want to bang out a few of just like the generic ones out of the way right now. I figured I might as well. So age, 19 years old. Weight, right now I'm kind of like 195-ish. Lately I've been fluctuating between 190 and 200 pounds of absolute top. I've been training for like 5 years now. It's kind of scary. I want to send my random one. A lot of people were asking, so what happened at the end of your last video? Like, you just, like, what kind of cliffhanger is that? And the video they're referring to is the one where it was like a car accident. And basically, here's what happened. I'm pretty much gonna like word it out. So me and Jonah, we were driving home from Doug's house. I think it's maybe like 1 or 2 a.m. It was really late at night. It was dark. The sun was completely down, and we were driving like 50, 60 miles per hour on the highway in a middle lane, right? There were 3 lanes. There was one on the left, one on the right, completely empty. It was just us. So we're just riding, we're chilling, we're talking, and then out of nowhere, we see these lights pop up and this screeching sound of the brakes of the car behind us, and the car just smashes right behind us. And I'm literally not even kidding. It was the adrenaline rush that I've got. I almost like passed out, and it's funny because like my hands were just like so calm and like relaxed on the steering wheel. I just completely just like, I froze. I didn't know what to do, and we were like completely fine. Like we had our seatbelts on, but even if we didn't, we would have been fine, because it was just like, that was it. Like that's as much of a jolt as it was. But it was mainly like the fear aspect. Like me and Jonah, like after it happened, we talked about it, and we both agreed like it literally felt like we were being like attacked, like someone was like intentionally, like malevolently trying to like hurt us. Like it was just really scary. Oh, another question: am I cutting or am I bulking? And lately it's just kind of been fluctuating around. So when I know like I have like a photo shoot coming up, or I have to go take some like pictures in New York, for example, I'll, for like the few days before, a week or 2 before, I'll just put myself in deficit, and all I really do is I'll just really limit how much like fat I'm eating, up my protein, just lower my carbs, and just I'm not like plugging into my fitness pal or anything. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And for me, like I'm doing it for like long enough to the point where, for what I'm trying to do, which is get just a little bit leaner within a week or 2, like I don't need to get like in a fucking Alberto Nunez like rocket scientist program to be able to get it. I just simply just eat less food, train more, like have a higher volume of training in the gym, so I'm burning more calories, maybe throwing a little bit of cardio, a little bit of running around, eat more protein, and that's good, and I'll kind of lean out. And it's actually funny because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have a completely shitty appetite and I can't eat food. But what I've noticed is that while cutting, I'll have these like little cravings to eat like these foods, and I'm like, oh shit, like I can't go eat this like Snickers bar, like this popcorn, whatever it is. So restricting yourself from doing that makes you want it more. It's kind of like the forbidden fruit situation, like people want what they can't have. So after my cut's done, I'm able to eat so much food, and I can actually like appreciate food, and I can actually sit down and eat a meal and enjoy it, rather than just like treating it like busy work and like trying to like multitask and just do other things while I'm doing it and just trying to make myself be distracted. But yeah, pretty much like I said earlier, I was just fluctuating now I'm pretty sure things have settled down. Like, you literally never know. I can get a text right now saying they want to do a big ass photo shoot in New York. Just come to that. So, and I would have to go and show up to that. But right now I'm just pretty much bulking. I'm eating in a surplus. I'm eating a lot more fat, and I just feel better. Like, I sleep better. Like, I just feel better in the gym. And with the fact that I'm cutting and bulking every other week, and that I'm traveling all these different places all the time, it makes it virtually impossible for me to stick on any type of program. So when I go to the gym, when I'm able to go to the gym, I'll just do something. If I'm hitting chest, I'll just do maybe something a little heavy on chest and just do a bunch of like bro accessories or whatever. And I'll get some type of work in, but nothing's really structured, and I'm not really having progressive overload in mind. Maybe I'll like pure on one set or something, but basically the gist of it, my training is not really that good when that's happening. But I'm still able to go to the gym. I'm getting work done. But how I prefer training, I prefer being on a structured program where I have to come to the gym and I have a specific rep range and specific like weight that I have to hit on a certain movement. Like, I just prefer training that way. So now I'm going to transition back into running my program that I've been running for a while. And the reason I'm not going just all in is because if I do, I'm just going to get so tremendously sore. I'm going to get a lot of DOMs, and that's just not the right way to go about it. And plus, I have this like little issue with my back. It's been nagging me for like such a while. It's such a weird issue. Like, I'm not going to go into little details about how it hurts, like when I bend which way, but basically I'm going to a chiropractor now. I'm going to start vlogging that too, and he's confident that he can realign me and adjust me and fix me, because when they took an x-ray, they noticed that one hip, I believe is my left hip, was like 1 inch higher than my right, and there was like a slight little crookedness in my spine. But he thinks that over like some period of time, maybe like a few months, he'll be able to like correct that issue. But if the chiropractor doesn't work, then I'm going to get referred to an MRI, and they're going to actually see everything, all the soft tissue, not just the bone, and see if I have a potential issue. I'm kind of scared that I might have a serious issue. At the same time, I hope I don't. And the thing is, it just really sucks, because some days when that part of my back's not agitating me, I can go to the gym on like a squat or deadlift day and be completely strong and have a perfect workout. But other times, when I have that issue nagging, I'm not able to like properly train. It's literally restricting me. My body's like not letting me exert the effort, the force that I need to, like the kinetic linking. It just won't happen. So it just sucks so bad, because like there's nothing. I want to go back to being able to like squat and deadlift and like bench with just like full intensity so bad, because that's how I like build all my muscle. That's how I like train. That's how I got to where I am today, and I just love that type of training. And just a lot of injuries, in particular the one with my back, is the one preventing me from doing that. So hopefully I can get that fixed through the chiropractor. And obviously, yeah, it'd be cool to go all out, just go in and just like start powerlifting again. But the thing is, yeah, I can do that. I can get some results for a little bit, but in the long term, not even long term, like short to mid term, I would get really bad like aches and pains, and it's just not good for me at all. So it's just a smarter, wiser thing to do, to ease back into it slowly, go to my chiropractor, do all my mobility work, and really get that issue sorted first before I go into like hardcore powerlifting style training. So today, it's Thanksgiving. I didn't even bother to check if Attila's or Tilton or like any other gym was open, because their hours are weird. You have to call them and always pick up the phone. So I said, you know what? There's one gym that's always available. It's open whenever. It's the one at my mom's house, my old home gym. So I'm pulling up right now. I think it's like almost 5 o'clock. I think dinner starts around like 6 or 6:30. So I'm gonna try to sneak in a quick push workout, because yesterday I did legs, and the day before yesterday I did some back. So yeah, I'm trying to sneak in a quick push workout. And after that, we're pretty much just gonna have a Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna relax, just eat an insane amount of calories, hopefully right around 3,000. I know my mom made this delicious apple pie that I absolutely love. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be able to see my family, my brother, just all of us are gonna be together. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna go in, train chest, and then Thanksgiving dinner. Ooh, before that even starts, before the sun goes down, I'm gonna take my H.265 drone and fly it around and see if I can get some cool shots, and can't wait to edit that. Blah, blah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking. Let's go. All right, so every single time I come in this gym, it's completely different every time. So right now, let's just have a look at this. We have like exotic, weird furniture, couches, literally everywhere. And like even on the gym actual floor right here. And these two red couches are actually a piece of an L-shaped couch. And my mom's pretty much, she's gonna fix that fabric, and we're gonna put that L-shaped couch in my living room. We're gonna throw out those two ugly, sloppy couches that just don't fit. And it's pretty much what my mom does right now for work. She's like so talented. She's like very, very artistic. She's like, anything she does, she's kind of good at. So for example, like, see this picture right here of this flower. She had a college assignment where they had to take a very, very small picture of something, like extremely small, like literally the size of like, that rose was basically the size of that wheel right there, and pretty much just scale it and make it bigger. And she was like, okay, fine. She did that, and she literally made a 1-1 replica of it, because like, just look at the detail at this. Like, that's just ridiculous. And if you look at the original picture, the small little picture, it literally looks like a computer scanned it and then just like digitally enlarged it to be that size. So, and like the professor just lost his mind. It's like, how did you do this? Like, it makes no sense. So pretty much anything she does, she's good at, and anything with her hands, anything with art. So she pretty much takes off fabric off couches and just redesigns them. And actually, let me show you her workshop over here. This is her main workshop. This is where she like, gets things done over here, all this stuff, and there's just stuff out there waiting. And she just has a lot of work. She loves what she does. That's honestly what matters, is doing what you want. It's really cool and all, but these couches are interfering with the workout environment. So I'm just gonna move those to the side and have like 30-45 minutes before dinner starts. So I'm gonna try to bang out some type of chest session. So yeah, let's move this. That's all the space I need. And of course, I only brought one battery for the camera, and it's funny because I literally just charged 5 of them before I left, but we only have one battery. It's at 50% right now, so I have to be semi-conservative with what I film. See right there how it just like as soon as I got off. That's literally that issue in my back. It's a weird thing that happens literally after I bench. When I get up, it's literally oh, I just don't know what it is. Pissing me off. Alright, so for this set, I'm pretty much just gonna go feet up on the bench, so I can't use any leg drive, or just minimal arch and everything to avoid my back from falling off my back. Alright, so for the next exercise, I'm just going to do seated dumbbell shoulder press, and I do have the adjustable dumbbells somewhere over here, but I just really don't feel like looking for them. So the only real dumbbells I have that are the heaviest are 40s, and I know that's like ridiculously light. I could do like laterals with that, but I'm just going to do maybe like sets of 20 to 30, just full range of motion, just get like an insane pump pretty much. So that's what I'm going to do. 40s, maybe like 2 or 3 sets. So yeah, let's do that. Camera battery was pretty much dying, so after the seated shoulder press, I literally just did like just like 1 or 2 sets of lateral superset with curls, and I just took a bunch of pictures while I had any battery left whatsoever. But yeah, now the lights are off, everyone's in the kitchen, everyone's ready to eat, so I'm just gonna go in, eat, have a good time, talk to my family, and maybe I'll get a few clips on my iPhone because this camera's literally at like 1 or 2% battery. So ням-ням. Что ты будешь кушать? Ты будешь это кушать? Да? Да?
Да.
Что ты будешь это кушать?
Да.
Да.
I need some turkey. Can I have some turkey? Gray meat. I love gray. No, I don't like white. Uh-oh. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum.
Ням, не переживай, сейчас будет и твое ням-ням тоже. Сейчас мы тебя сюда поставим.
I'll have more when I need that. Lucas! Gino's not have to sit down. He could just stay in the other one.
Вау. Как красиво. А тарелочка одной там лишней нет? Cranberry sauce?
Кто это?
No, baby.
Gravy, yeah.
Кто это?
Tata. Tata. Tata.
Leaf. Thanksgiving?
Ням-ням.
Tata.
Да, это мясо. Ко-ко-ко, окей.
Look at that, you like the dark meat? Is there bones in that?
Тебе начали вопросы прочитаю.
Хорошо. So yeah, pretty much we just finished eating. We're about to eat dessert in a second, but real quick for like 15 minutes, me and Monko are gonna sit down. We're pretty much gonna do another Q&A for this Russian fan site, vk.ru, da? Yeah, vk.com, right? And yeah, so my uncle, he helps manage it. I've done like a few Q&As in Russian before that, actually private, well not private, unlisted links on my channel. You guys can probably find them somewhere. So yeah, right now, super quick, we're just gonna bang out a few more questions for the Russian Q&A, and then we're gonna go back and have some dessert. So let's do this.
Или наоборот, он сказал, ты должен.
Я не помню, я даже не помню, если я тренировался. Я думаю, что мне сказали, мне был сколиоз перед тем, как я тренировался с весами, значит, я не говорил доктору, что
А
я...
он и не знал.
Он
Хорошо,
не знал.
он
Ну,
хотя бы...
кстати, я про это читал, я помню.
Right?
I can be
Yeah, it should be
my
low.
brother
If we keep our
and
weight like on
Here,
there.
put your on here support.
Yeah. Right?
It's gonna be 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't look this. Oh my god! Good.
You got stronger, but it's still not strong enough.
Alright, left.
Yeah!
I'm way better with my left arm too.
Okay, guys.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my god!
You can violate still.
Yeah! Nice job,
I only lost 3
I lost.
in the last like 30 something years.
Alright, so as you guys just saw, that was me arm wrestling my stepdad. And I think I arm wrestled him like last year and the year before, like 2 years ago, something like that. And I mean, obviously I still got like stapled, I got crushed, but it wasn't like a complete assassination. It wasn't like a KO. And like I've gotten so much like bigger, stronger, like more grown man strength, all that shit. I genuinely thought I was gonna do a lot better. Like I thought there was a small slither. Honestly, I thought there was a 35%. I thought there was a 40% chance I was gonna win, if we're being honest. And fuck, I just got dominated. Like I got nothing to say. I went all out. Like the dude's like, he was a Marine for like 8 years. His fucking joints are made out of like adamantium. Like he's one strong dude, but he thinks that I won't be able to beat him for like 10 years. Like for a fact, I'm like, I can confidently say that within 3 years, I can take the belt, I can take the crown, but